Welcome back to the Back Pocket Creative. Behind me here is our new CA Studios control room. So everything feeds into the switcher, the audio from Studio A to B and the soon be Studio C. Everything comes into it, every individual line, and it's all recorded individual, including every audio channel, every video channel. So it's crazy, right? And so if you've been listening, you've been hearing a little bit about the journey we've been here, just remodeling the studio, redoing things. And so here we are. If you can see the cables behind me, it's still a mess. Still got to be tightened up. That's what it is. This is raw. This is where we're at. I didn't want to not record a video just because there's messy cords. They won't be there eventually. We've had to record a lot here lately in the middle of getting everything done, getting everything finished. And so that's one thing that I've had to embrace here because I hate the messy cords. I hate the mess. I hate not having everything perfect. So I've had to embrace just being okay with doing things in the middle of a mess, setting things up, tearing it down, setting things up, tearing it down, so that things can be better. And so that's just what we've been doing here. And one thing I've kind of been in the midst of all of this really kind of pondering is making sure that my mental was good when creating, when thinking about what's going on and whatnot, making sure that I was staying focused with, just being content, being happy with what was happening, even though some things were out of my control and stuff like that. And then also, what's about to happen, or maybe by the time you watch this has already happened, is we're going to have a second kid, me and my wife. And so been trying to really manage those emotions and expectations with also this and also renovating another area. And so just really, I've been focusing on keeping myself right when it came to just, the expectations that are on me, the expectations that are on the office, expectations just in general of what we want it to be, like my personal expectations, even for this show, so one thing I've been frustrated about is I've wanted to get guests on, things like that. And one of the things I just mentioned is my perfection problem. And so I want things to be perfect when I have guests on. And so part of that is this setup now. So my frustration of, I need guests, I need this, and, really just wanting to dive deeper into things, this has been an obstruction. And so now this is slowly clearing out. And then we'll have the kid here shortly. So that'll be something that'll be kind of resolved in the sense of, when's it coming? When's this happening? That'll be over. So there's a lot of things that'll soon to settle down. And so with that, the show's going to expand a lot. And so this week, I just want to encourage you as you go through your week, as you go through the weekend, as you go through whenever you're watching this, just make sure you're keeping your mental in check, making sure that you're not letting yourself get down on yourself, press yourself down and, oh, this isn't done, or I still have to do this, or I didn't do this to my expectations or this person's expectations. Make sure that you're being as good to yourself as you can, because here's the truth. We're all humans and we all set lofty expectations. We all have lofty expectations set on us. It's our responsibility to love ourselves. And it's also our responsibility as creatives to understand we can't do everything. We can't make everything perfect all the time. So when things happen, when life's happening, when, everything around us isn't going perfect, just make sure you're not beating yourself up, because that's not going to make anything any better. I've done it forever, beat myself up, not been happy with myself. But what I've been embracing here lately is being happy, celebrating the wins. Things aren't where I want it to be all the time, but I can celebrate I'm not where I was, I'm where I am. And so this week, that's what I really want you to focus on as you go through your week. And hopefully next week or the following week will be longer episodes, guests coming, things like that. So bear with me. Things are going to be short, I guess, maybe next week. And obviously this week it's been that way. But as things evolve here and are getting a little bit better and more put together, this show will become a little bit more put together, because the truth is with me doing everything I do to keep the studio kind of running on the back end, it does cut into this because of how much I'm recording, how much I'm editing and things like that. So that's why what's going to suffer is always going to be this show. Until once things get settled and things like that, and I'm able to record guests further out and things like that, then the show is going to start to settle. So thank you so much for watching. Like, share, whatever you do. I appreciate it. And I will see you next week.